The day has finally come. Every game mattered up until this point, but today it certainly mattered even more. The day started off with a nail-biter in the Greek third-place game, and the Reds pulled that off against their eternal rivals. And that took us to the biggest stage for the finals game between Fenerbahce and AS Monaco.
On the defensive side, getting the steal and then running up and getting the three. James now with an open floor, watch out.
Pulls up from three and finds the bottom of the net. Mike James makes it back-to-back trifectas.
What a way for Monaco to start the finals. The furious 8-0 run to open the game completely stunned everybody. However, Fenerbahce are too experienced to fall under the pressure.
In the game on perfect shooting from downtown. Devon Hall looks to respond and answers. Checking the options as he goes for the floater and bottoms it.
Wade Baldwin and Nigel Hayes-Davis brought Fener back within reach at the end of the first. They made it out of this one alive, but Monaco did not plan on letting go of the gas pedal.
Alpha Diallo working against Deshaun Pierre, takes him down to the dots, fading to his right. Oh, and he goes glass and finds the bank open. So Alpha Diallo shakes off Nicolo Melli with the step back and drills the subsequent wide open three.
Alpha Diallo led Monaco to a 9-0 run to put them up 29-21 early in the second quarter. It was a low-scoring game up until this point, as both teams did their scouting reports for this one. A low-scoring finals game could only mean one thing: that every bucket will count more than ever before.
Jerome Blossom game, bodying up against Nigel Hayes-Davis. Hayes-Davis into lane, what a spin! Oh, that is sensational!
Similar to the semi-final game against Panathinaikos, Fenerbahce shifted the momentum of the game to their side by making the opponents collapse on offense. Monaco scored just 1 point in the last 4 minutes of the second quarter, and to make it even worse, they gave up the lead at the buzzer as well.
So that breaks the run of 7 straight points put on the board, and rising up and ramming it home is Devon Hall. Gets to his spot, let's go, the one-legged floater, the tip beats the end of quarter buzzer, and we've got a foul on the play as well.
A good thing for Monaco was that the halftime break could give them time to reconsolidate. The third quarter was a fresh start for them and turned into a complete back and forth, as just as one team would get a rhythm, the other would go on a scoring run to break it.
Go for the ball right there. Blossom makes a big mistake.
Deep three-pointer, Guduric is dropped in the eye of Mike James. Diallo didn't look at it. Strazel taking on Melli into the lane, double clutch, goes glass and gets it to fall.
Now this was a real final showdown. Monaco didn't let Fenerbahce separate at any point of the game despite all of Fener's strikes. We entered the final quarter of the season with a 3-point Fenerbahce lead, and from here on out it was on.
Gets it out to Nigel Hayes-Davis, sets himself, one dribble, three-pointer is good.
Fenerbahce brought out the handcuffs in the fourth. They held Monaco scoreless for the first 3.5 minutes and extended their lead to 11. You simply cannot allow that in a finals game, and Monaco were aware that they had messed this one up. Good thing was that they had Matthew Strazel though.
Strazel steps into a three, rattles around the rim, but he's fouled in the act of shooting and will go to the free throw line. Down.
That's the play right there.
Dishes to Matthew Strazel, who connects from three-point territory, a big bucket.
But everything Strazel can do, Marko Guduric can do better.
Driving, slapped against the backboard by Daniel Tice. What's the call? Now they're asking for basket interference. Sidestep three. Oh, and he drills it right into the eye of Daniel Tice.
Guduric had been on fire through the entire game, and it was only a matter of time for him to knock Monaco out of this one. Monaco didn't want to give up, but unfortunately it was too late for them, as
they share an embrace. But Fenerbahce Beko Istanbul fashion a famous victory in Abu Dhabi to take the Euroleague title. And just look at what it means to everybody clad in the yellow and blue from the team of the Asian side of the Bosphorus Strait in Istanbul.
And just like that, Fenerbahce is your new 2025 Euroleague champions. They swept the playoffs on their way to the second Euroleague title in franchise history. Nigel Hayes-Davis wins the Final Four MVP, and Šarūnas Jasikevičius finally gets the title as a head coach, becoming only the fourth man to win it both as a player and a coach. A truly historic season for Fenerbahce as we cap off a phenomenal Euroleague campaign. That's it for this season. Talk to you soon. Peace out.